Hello, this is Mr. Painter with another fabulous IXL tutorial. Today we're working on IXL CC.2, Interpret Bar Graphs. Alright, this is going to be very similar to the last IXL we did, so if you haven't already done IXL CC1, I'd recommend doing it because it's going to be almost the same thing, but it's going to be, instead of looking at a table, well, we're going to be looking at a bar graph. In fact, I think they're going to be so similar that I left up the notes on the right side of your screen from the last IXL, so we're going to use that same terminology. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started and see how well this works out. So first step is just go ahead and read the question, then interpret what the question is asking, respond accordingly, and go from there. All right, Terrence kept a driving log to see how many miles he drove each day. Which bar graph shows the same data? So the way I would do this is check the bar graphs and see if Sunday has a 40. Okay, Sunday goes to the 40, works out nice. So that one's good. And this bar graph here, Sunday, up goes to 50. So that second graph is not correct. So again, we're just matching the bar graphs. So again, we're looking for the one that says Sunday 40. Now, if they were both Sunday 40, then just go the next day and so forth until one of them isn't correct. All right, Todd graphed the daily low temperature for 2 days. Which table shows the same data? All right, so Sunday goes to 4 degrees. So check here, Sunday is 4 degrees, so that looks good. And here, Sunday shows up as 8 degrees, so that one is not correct. So we're going to go ahead and pick the first table. So this one was in reverse. They gave us the bar graph, but they want us to choose the table that's correct. Not a problem. All right. The school district compared how many math teachers each high school has. Which table shows the same data? So here we go. To start with the first one, West Side High has 15 math teachers. So West Side High has 15 math teachers there. So far that's good. And the second one, West Side High, only has 10 math teachers, which isn't correct. So the first choice has to be the correct choice. All right. A geography class recorded the length of each country's land boundaries. How long are... don't even ask me to pronounce that. I'm going to call that L. How long are L's land boundaries? All right. So we're going to look at L. L's right here. And those boundaries are 80 kilometers. So again, just look at the bar graph. Read what it says. It's 80 kilometers, so... there we go. All right. A farm equipment company kept a record of the number of tractors made each month. All right. Which graph shows the same data? So perfect. We're going to start with January. It has 80. So check the first bar graph. January, that one has 80, so that works out nice. And next one, January has 80. Ooh, so far both of them work. So we're going to go to the next one until it doesn't work out. All right, so now we're going to go to February, which is only supposed to have 10 tractors. So February is 10, 10, that works. February is 10, 10. All right, still both of them work, they're good. Okay, March, we're looking for 40. Here we go, March, 40. So far that one's good. Here, March, ooh, too much. 60. So that March made this graph incorrect because it's got too many. So March at 40, first table, go with it. All right, a video store clerk looked up the number of movies checked out each day. How many more movies? Many more. So this goes back to the terminology that we use for IXL CC1. The word many more, let's see, let's go down our list. Oh, many more cars and SUVs. That looks familiar. We're going to use subtraction. All right, so we are looking at Thursday compared to Wednesday. So Thursday we had 70. And Wednesday we had 30. And because we're looking for many more, we're going to subtract 70 and 30, which gives us 40. So interpreting this bar graph, that meant they were able to check out 40 more movies on Thursday. So it's a better business day on Thursday. An ice cream shop kept track of how many ice cream cones it sold in the past 5 days. Which bar graph shows the same data? I like these ones because you just match it up. All right, start with Sunday. Sunday said 60. Sunday up to the top. That is 60. That one's good. Sunday, second one up to the top. That is 60. And there's still only two. Thank goodness. All right. Monday, 85. Monday up to the top. That's also 85 so far. First graph is working. Second one to the top, also 85. So far, so good. All right, let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, we're reading 65, so here's Tuesday, up. Ooh, I got 75 on that one. So whenever I think it's wrong, I'll go back and check it, but clearly that top of that line right here is at 75, so this first one is definitely not correct. Which means Tuesday on the second one goes over, and that one does land on 65, so that one has to be the correct graph. All right, Christine jotted down how many baskets she made during basketball practice each day. Which bar graph shows the same data? Nice. All right, start with Sunday. So Sunday should be 80. So Sunday over, oh, on that one I got 400. Let me just double check the next one, see if it makes more sense. So Sunday over, that one's 80. Yeah, the first one, those are way too high. So we're going to go ahead and pick the second one. Maybe they're just hoping that it was so off that maybe you'd pick it, but it was off by a lot. There's no way. All right, how are we doing? We got 8 questions answered. We're Smart Score 60. This has been a good IXL. It's just interpreting bar graphs. What does it mean? Kevin's class tracked how many newspapers each student collected for their recycling project. Who collected the fewest newspapers? So the fewest means the least number of newspapers. So in this one, Kevin's got the smallest bar graph at 506 newspapers, which is terrible considering the other ones are like 508 and 510. So Kevin collected the fewest number of newspapers himself. All right, now we're getting into a comparison graph. So what this means is we have 4 objects and we're comparing time. So in a way, there's 8 bar graphs with 4 objects. Let's see what the question says. We'll break this down a little bit more. Okay, an agricultural consultant. Now, consultant means somebody that's like helping somebody that has the knowledge. Okay, compared the yields of various vegetables in the 1990s. How many more cartons per acre? An acre is the size of a land. Typically, a regular house is maybe like a quarter of an acre in the suburbs. Did romaine lettuce yield in 1997 than it did in 1996? Okay. This is a handful. First of all, 1997 are the purple graphs, and 1996 are the green graphs. We are looking at romaine lettuce. So what we're going to do here is we're looking at romaine lettuce, which are these 2 bar graphs, which makes broccoli irrelevant and leaf lettuce irrelevant as well. So all these we don't need. And with it Western head lettuce, we don't need that either. Okay, so we're only looking for romaine lettuce, which are these 2 graphs or bar graphs right here in the middle. Okay, now because we're looking for the word many more, this goes back to subtract. So in 1997, there were 600 of cartons per acre. And in 1996, there were 500 cartons per acre. So doing the math on this one, 600 minus 500 is going to leave me with 100. So how many more cartons did we yield in 1997? Well, 1997 did better by 100 cartons per acre. So again, not hard, but just break it down because there's going to be a lot of extra information you just really don't need. All right. Kiara's family went on a road trip and counted the number of cars they saw each day. How many cars in total did they see on Wednesday and Thursday? So many cars in total. So what we're going to do is we're going to add up Wednesday. And we're going to add up Thursday, which means Friday's extra information and Saturday's extra information. We just don't need it. So on Wednesday, we have 250 cars. added to Thursday 200 cars. So here we have 450 cars in total on just Wednesday and Thursday alone. All right, we're in the 70s, rolling right along. Some friends discussed the sizes of their coin collections. Ooh, coin collections. If you combine their coins, how many coins do David and Susie have? So combine means to put together. So we're looking at Susie and David. Dean is not part of the question, and Harry is also not part of the question. So we're just adding David and Susie together here. So David's at 200 coins, and Susie is at 500 coins. So altogether, 500 plus 200 is 700 coins. So combine means add. All right, next one. Anita's classmates recorded how many books they read last year. Together, how many books did Anita and Tim read? So together, we're adding Anita and Tim. So here's Tim. Looks like Herman. We don't need that, so I'm crossing that out. And Anita right here. So just add Anita and Tim. Anita's at 90. And Tim is at 60. So 90 plus 60 takes us to, I don't know, we got a 0 here. And 9 plus 6 is 15, so 150. So we got 150 books. A bus driver paid attention to how many passengers her bus had each day. On which day did the bus have the most passenger? Okay, so we're looking for the most passengers, which means just pick the day with the highest bar. And if you look at this bar, which is purple, Thursday had the most passengers on the bus at 593. All right, before I knew it, I'm already at 81. This went by pretty quick. It's kind of like catchy. It's easy. You just read the graph and just, what does it mean? All right, this concludes this IXL for CC1 interpreting bar graphs.